Tinolang pakpak. Tinolang pekpek. Tinolang pekpek. Pekpek ng manok. Ayan o. Nasaan yan? Ayan. Saka pala legs. Legs ni Kuwang. Walang papaya. Kaya ang ikakana ay nako. Ewan ko anong klase aring balat ng pag-ari. Balat-balat. Uy. Kalit ng tiyan. Dadabit mo na. Yan. Hindi na ilalahat at baka malabog. Sasayang lang. Luya. Luyang pa. Daming luya. Sawa sa luya, si Boy. Si Boy Tigarol. Matay uso mo sa Tigarol. Ganda ka naman, sibuyas. Nakakabukol pagka pa din sopas niya. Sopas ni Juan. Sopas na natuyo na. Ay. Oh. Natuyo na sopas. Ni Boy Karaskas. Shout out sa iyo, Boy Karaskas. Yan. Ready na. Kasi ang walang papaya eh. Hindi yun ha. Dadali eh.
More than 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. The score is 5-4. Moralde averaging only 4.2 points per game this season. He has been more of the veteran leader para sa Batang Muntinlupa Cagers. Let's now go to Ms. Liana Lianes for her first report.
Pangatlong laro pa lang ito ni Coach Toto bilang head coach ng Caloocan at kwento niya na kinakapapa niya ang abilidad ng kanyang koponan, lalo na dahil ang recent opponents daw nila ay ang mga lighter teams daw. He adds that the biggest difference between him and Caloocan's last coach is how they approach defense, kaya yun ang sentro ng kanilang ensayo, full of ball pressure and using their height to their advantage. Discipline and not being complacent no matter the opponent ang gusto daw i-implement ni Coach Toto going into the playoffs. He shares that Gabby Espinas has been his biggest help when it comes to his adjustment in leading the team. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. Well, it's pretty difficult to change coaches, especially we're now entering the postseason here in the NPBL. But Coach Toto Vigilio is no stranger to the league.
Yeah, I think that's one thing also that's going well because Caloocan, despite that change, I mean, Coach Toto is very much familiar with the team, with the players and the system. So I guess just very little adjustments. And I feel, these next 3 games will be very crucial as they prove themselves worthy of being number 4.
Marlo Batang skies but was ably challenged in the air by Jeremy Cabalang.
Yan ang isa sa mga bagay na you like about Jeremy. We talk a lot about his scoring, but defensively, he's out there trying to defend as well.
Tinola!
That's how valuable he is for this Caloocan team.
College, actually, that was his primary role. He was a A&D player for San Beda back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of main players he had to defend against. Doing guys that he made difficult.
RJ Arenal commits the personal foul on the rebound play. That forces Coach Vincent Harder to now insert Errol Bongay into the game. There's a timeout called on the floor by Coach Toto Vigilio. Caloocan Batang Kangalu. Magbabalik ang MPBL.
Lapit-lapit din eh. Nang medyo pakinig ang Juan. Karaskas ng yung una natin ay ang hanggang una luya. Ang lakas ng apoy, time na. Kaya natin ang kaunti. Yan, luya muna. Tara! Pasubok eh. Pasubok na si Boy. Tapos, ang susunod ko diyan ay sibuyas, siyempre. Medyo matagal-tagal yan maluto. Bawang madaling pumula. Okay. Ng bawang. Tapos na ulit. Sino kaya mag-i-sponsor sa akin ng camera? Maganda-ganda. Na. Sunod natin ang sili para lasa ituan. Salapsab. Tigisin natin ang tubig pa ang kaunti sa manok. Yan. Ito, amoy kuwan din nga eh. Kaya ng manok. Lagyan ng kaunting bitsin. Kaunti ho yan. Lagyan ng kaunti. Lagyan na rin ng panika. Pag napatsing na kayo dahil sa sili, ibig sabihin ay kuha na, ayos na. Makakapanadyak ng katabi sa lamesa. Kung hindi kayo binahing, hindi kayo nahatsing sa dahil sa sili, ay kuha, hindi masarap. Patayin ang mainit na tubig. Pang sabaw ni Boy Sigarol. Hindi siya ka bayaw. Nagamit ko ng sigarol mo. Bayaw unyot. Yan, pwede nang sabawan yan. Paparain mo naman. Oh. Brown ng ganyan eh. Pwede na. Ayos nga, ari-wari ko. Hindi naging ayos yan eh. Pamimigay ko sa kapitbahay. Ay nakaw, nalimutan ko ang asin. Dapat pala inaas na na. Naku po naman. Sanit talab ang asin. Siya, hahabol na lang. Wala eh. Pulang sa sapa. Yan, tatakpan muna natin. Habang pinalalambot eh.
Available for a lot
Siyempre,
of times
magsasarap
here in the
tayo
first quarter for the
ng
Batang Kakaliw. A little bit of confusion.
Sina.
I think sa Sirapa defense, especially as that offensive gets secured. Guys missing out on their coverages, speaking of the Cagers. And it's quite difficult for Muntinlupa to be able to stop those kinds of attacks if they do not mark the cutters. Lalo na, sobrang veterano na itong Caloocan.
That is right.
And one small mistake, they will be able to expose that.
And again, just like I said, yan yung mga, I guess, experience na natutunan nito na Jasper Cuevas, Alfred Flores, and Apoy Marco. These guys really coming out of collegiate basketball and really have that experience playing up against these bigger guys in the MPBL. So, ang laki ng natutunan nila this season, speaking of the game.
Cervantes trying to work against the defense of the smaller Kevin Buenaflor. Tamayo picks it up. He has Ramirez on the right. Lester. Sidestep finish no good, but Cuevas is there to clean up the mess.
Sometimes it boils down to effort. May deficit ka sa talent, pero kung hindi ka nauubusan ng effort, you're not getting up, you're gonna be rewarded eventually.
Sanga to take the lead back. Another offensive rebound for Caloocan. Inigo. 0 out of 3 from downtown here in the first quarter.
That's the 9th missed 3-pointer so far para dito sa Caloocan. Nobody's connected yet from there.
Tamayo drives, kicks it out. Cuevas the jumper that rattles home para kay Jasper Cuevas.
There was a point in time that Jasper Cuevas was the
Ay,
primary
hindi,
point
hindi.
guard until the entry of Alfred
Bigas
Flores.
din yan sa atin,
And he's
Pilipinas.
grown into that
Just
maturity
University.
of being the lead guy in that position to these very young Cagers. Look at him right now. He's talking to Kevin Buenaflor. And, just goes to show na kahit na napkin na natin to, laban pa rin tayo.
And 4 straight points para kay Jasper Cuevas, including that jumper from the baseline of the pass by Lester Tamayo. Tony Matias at the line for 2, sinking his first free throw. Despite being beat on the glass, Muntinlupa is leading this game by 3.
Yeah, but then, the thing that got taken away early in this game from Caloocan, 3-point shooting.
That 1-3-1 zone has really been daring the Batang Kakaliw to shoot from the outside. And I'm amazed with Muntinlupa that they actually resorted to that kind of ploy, considering how many shooters these Batang Kakaliw have on the roster.
That's right. And daring them to try and post it from the outside. And so far that ploy has worked. And medyo may adjustments rin sa side ng Caloocan. You see them try and go get pink touches some more. So the more pink touches ang nakukuha mo, all the more that defense shifts and allows you for more gaps to be attacked.
Cabanag once again at the free throw line. Caloocan has gone to the line 8 times already in this game. 2 for 2 once again para kay Jeromer Cabanag.
Actually, better field goal shooting pa nga dito ang Muntinlupa. Shooting 54% on 6 out of 11. So matalo Caloocan 4 out of 15. From there for 26%. A lot of it, dahil sa mga minutes na 3-pointers.
But coach, after those missed 3-pointers, the long rebounds nakukuha pa rin ang Caloocan. And that's why they've been able to keep this one close.
Yeah. And kung ikaw ang defender, you have to understand defense always has to stop with the defensive rebound. You got to secure that, can't give it up. So you have to locate guys that's near the rebounding area, box him out, and go get the ball.
It doesn't really matter if you force the miss if you don't get the rebound.
Sayang lang, di ba? You just give them more chances of taking shots.
Both teams already in the penalty, so receive free throws once again for the Batang Kangalu. This time, courtesy of Rael Cervantes, the former FU Navarao, averaging 8.1 points per game this season, but only 52.8% from the free throw line.
But Rail is an on and off guy, I guess, para dito sa Caloocan. But the more he gets consistent, lalo na pagdating dito sa playoff, he's gonna be a huge tandem with either Gag Pinas, Magat, or even Larry Matias down low.
He is a very multifaceted player. That's why you can rely on him to do different things on the floor. He shoot from the outside, attack from the post, and also put the ball on the floor.
Matter of fact, 30% of three-point shooter, yeah, si Rail Cervantes, and so he's not afraid to take those shots there.
When the floor gets the handoff from Galicia, overshoots the mark. Tamayo is there, gets the basket, gets the foul.
Now, Lester Tamayo is one of, I feel, a really good pickup para dito sa Mantilupa mid-season and that window. And you see him very actively pursuing that offensive rebound right there against a longer Magat. That's not going to be easy, but he still was able to put it up in there and convert.
Tamayo could not complete the three-point play. A minute and 27 remaining here in the first quarter. There's some bodying up inside. Down low, Lester Tamayo and Marian Magat getting into it. A foul will be called against Tamayo.
So Lester's going to have his highest score.
Kaya galing kayo magtinola. Ganyan din ang kulay. Ganyan ang kulay ng aking tinola.
Fronting again.
Kulay adobo.
Somebody's going to have to download his case now.
Kulay adobo.
Marian Magat, a mid-season transfer from the Abra Weavers, former BBA player himself. 5.3 points per game this year. In a few games for the Caloocan Batang Kangalu, he shores up an already loaded front line para sa kupunan ni Coach Toto Diohilio. Here he is once again, scoring inside.
And there's really not so much you can do if you're Mantilupa. Caloocan averages roughly about 47 rebounds per game. A lot of them coming from the offensive glass too.
Batang Kangalu now in the lead, 19-18. Galicia almost could have been called for a dribbling violation there. And he fumbled the
Parang
pass.
may naman kain.
Foul was called before the pass to Joshua Ramirez, which puts a smile on the face of Coach Toto Diohilio. Medyo nanghihinayang siya because it was already deep into their shot clock.
Well, if it's any consolation, at least you get a 2-for-1 in this situation. If you're Mantilupa, or rather if you're Caloocan. And Galicia, ito sa mga solid din sa field goals. 56% field goal shooter and really scoring has been a vital contribution he's given para din sa Cagers.
Unfortunately, not too solid from the free throw line in that last trip. Missed both of his charities. Corner pocket shot by Paul Sanga ends up in a miss.
Caloocan mo kasi yun.
Karin na lang, ulit. Ang last. Lalagay. Pero natin pang palalambutin. Para lambutin ang husan. Para mainam.
Another offensive rebound.
Para mainam ang tinola.
9 seconds left on the shot clock. Cervantes shovels a pass to Magat. Cervantes gets it back. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Nice block by Lester Tamayo. Here comes Muntinlupa. Tamayo goes all the way to the cup. Gets the foul too.
Which really just makes the case. But offensive foul ang tinawag mo kay Lester, but you love that effort though. Getting a block on one end, trying to run the other way. Medyo nahawian na, kaya natawag.
8.7 seconds. Caloocan with a chance to extend this one further. Inigo pulls up near the elbow. That's money down the drain. That's Inigo. Cuevas with a heave. Pretty strong right there. That does it for our first 10 minutes of action. Muntinlupa was
Ayos na yun. Wala lang po na lang.